Hi, my name is Leanne Kauenhofen. I am a mom of 5 kids. I work a part-time job and I build online businesses. I'm currently building 2 of my own, and I help other individuals build their own as well. And I record all of these videos to encourage and help everyday normal people, normal, whatever that means, people like you and me, to know that they can do it too, and to share some of the insights, mistakes, and things I have learned along the way, in hopes that it can help you find balance in your everyday life with family, spouse, work, business, and of course with yourself, and still manage to get things done. As you can tell, I'm sitting in my van because it happens to be one of the quietest places I currently own, and so therefore I'm recording in here. But you know what? Today's topic is all about what is procrastination. 3 reasons why we procrastinate. So before we get going, click that subscribe button, push the bell and get notified for when my next videos come out, and let's build the lifestyle we want. Take our life into our hands and take control. So, what is procrastination? This is bugs all over the place. This is something that I have come across with myself and with many of the people that I work with quite frequently. And so I did a little bit of research into it for myself and for others, and I came up with 3 main reasons why I, and most other people, procrastinate. So the number 1 reason that I have found that people procrastinate is that they really just don't want to do it. Plain and simple. They don't want to do it. So then so what do you do then? Well, you need to ask yourself why you don't want to do it, and why did you feel you needed to do it in the first place, whatever it was that you were procrastinating on. So if it's something you don't want to do, it could potentially be because and there goes a car. It could be potentially because it's not in alignment with your values. It may not be in alignment with who you are. And it could very well not be in alignment with the real reason why you wanted or should or feel like you should be doing what you're procrastinating and doing in the first place. So the next step would really be to really investigate into why you don't want to do it, why you felt you should do it in the first place, and really why you are doing what you are intending to do that you're procrastinating on in the first place. Is it really something you wanted to do in the first place? The second reason that a lot of people, and myself included, have procrastinated, and this is my major one here, is that you just don't know what to do next. It just seems really big and really overwhelming, and you just don't know what the next step is. So if this is the reason why you are procrastinating, once again, the next thing to do is step back and figure out all of the steps, all of the things that you think you need to do in order to move forward in what you are procrastinating in. So one of the things that I have learned how to do is to take a piece of paper. I write every single thing down that I feel I need to do in order to get what I am procrastinating on completed, and I write everything down. Then I go through everything on there and I categorize them into tasks and projects. Now, if you're not sure what a task is in comparison to a project, you're going to want to watch my video on tasks and projects. And depending on whether I've made that yet or not, there will be a little link here up top. If not, well, check my channel. It will be there. because that's going to be very important for figuring out your next step. Once you figure out what is tasks and projects, then you want to basically and simply mark down what would be the very next step that you need to take, and start labeling it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to whatever number of items you have on your list. And voila, you have your next step. And number 3. Now, before I get into number 3, I'm just going to say this again because I love your attention. I love the fact that you're here. Please subscribe. Click the subscribe button and join the Leanne Kauenhofen family, and let's build this lifestyle together. And of course, that bell. Like it, share this video, and comment. Okay, number 3, last but not least, this is one that I think is quite interesting. This is because we procrastinate because it's not a habit yet. So we are creatures of habit. And when we are trying to do something, it is often because it isn't something that is familiar to us. And when something isn't familiar to us, we tend to revert back to what is familiar to us. So the task or the project or the activity that you are procrastinating on is the gap between it being unfamiliar to your normal familiar is too big of a gap for you to actually move forward with it. So how do we start to make this activity, this project, this task that you are working towards, how do we start to make it more familiar so that it becomes more of a habit or a ritual? Well, what you can do is create a process in which we start to shrink the gap between it being unfamiliar to being familiar to becoming a habit. And how we do that is you figure out what do you do on a regular basis? What is something that you always do? It's like guaranteed every single day you're going to do it. Whether that's going to the bathroom, maybe you take a shower every single day. Maybe you brush your teeth and you have breakfast the exact same way, or you meditate at night or during the day exactly the same way. What you would do is you would implement one extra step into that routine that moves you towards the activity, the project, or the task that you are procrastinating on. And by doing that with a habit or a ritual that you are already familiar with, will start to make that unfamiliar task that you are procrastinating on start to become more and more familiar. And that will close that gap. And before you know it, you're no longer procrastinating because it is now a familiar thing and you're not resorting back. It's no longer an unfamiliar thing. You're not resorting back to what is familiar. You've just included it into a familiar habit and routine. So those are the 3 reasons that I have personally experienced in myself and in others that I coach on why they procrastinate, and some tips that you guys can implement in overcoming procrastination. Like I said, if you like this video, and if you didn't like this video, please subscribe, share this video, comment. I would really like to know, can you resonate with these 3 reasons, or are there some reasons that I personally haven't included that you feel you procrastinate and I haven't mentioned it? Please comment below, let me know. And I would love to hear from you your thoughts on this. Once again, subscribe, like, click that bell. I don't even know where it is on here. I always get confused, but there's a bell somewhere here. Click it. And I look forward to talking with you in my next videos, and I look forward to you watching me talk to you in my next videos. So until then, have yourself a great day. Bye.